So, Figure 4.2 goes through the steps in the process of calculating your income taxes. The the one step that is oops, is not would has been eliminated as exemptions, so this would go away. But so effectively, there are seven steps. Your taxable income is determined after step four. So no, next would be total income. So the uh, so what are we talking about here? So earned income. So is income derived from participation in trade, uh, business, wages, salaries, tips, so forth. But total income includes compensation from all sources. So that can be income from investments and so forth, any other potential taxable items that might arise here. So, um, so income you might receive, wages and salaries, commissions, bonuses, tips earned, interest and investment income, retirement income. So uh, they this is a W-2 form. Most of you probably seen this before. Probably the most important item here for most of us that live in Texas. We're gonna look here at the the wages. So the wages, salary, or wages and tips, Social Security wages and Medicare wages, and we're going to look at these taxes that we pay on those. So these are the amount of tax that was withheld. So that that's going. If you do have a tax liability, those amounts will reduce the amount that you have to pay. So there's other information down here. If you live in a state with or um, a city that charges income taxes, they would appear down here at the bottom. So the total income also includes capital gains and losses. Um, so this is actually not correct. If you'll refer to the Putnam uh, page that or sheet that I posted on in Canvas, it's actually 0, 15, or 20%, and those are income based. So the lower income pays below a certain level, I think it's $44,000. I could be off, but it paid no capital gains, and then most people pay 15%. And people that make, I want to say it was like $444,000 or something like that, that would pay over that would pay 20%. So short-term gains are those are on investments less than 1 year would be just taxed at your marginal tax rate. So a long-term capital gain, you have to hold that investment at least 1 year. So determine and report your gross income. They include some types of incomes like gifts and so forth are called um, the are exclusions. So gifts, inherited money or property, uh, the life insurance business benefits, child support payments. Those are exclusions. The there is um, just an outside note. The vast majority of people in the or would not be subject to inheritance tax. If there is an inheritance tax, it's paid by the estate, and it is inheritance tax is only assessed on estates uh, valued at like over above something in the nature of $5.5 million. So it's a pretty high threshold. So Scholarships, if you spend them on required fees. So if you receive a scholarship and you spend it on, on your, you know, uh, on your tuition and so forth. If you have, also required books and so forth would would also be exclusions as well. Adjustments to income. So adjustments to income include IRA contributions, alimony paid. The alimony that has actually, I believe that's actually changed. I believe alimony was eliminated from the new tax law. So used to the payer got to deduct it, and then the recipient got the recipient had to pay taxes on it. So student loan interest paid. That's obviously an important one for you guys. So after we take out adjustments to income, we end up with an adjusted gross income, also referred to as AGI. So that's what we get after we subtract adjustments from gross income. Then deductions. We're going to decide whether we're going to take the standard deduction or we're going to itemize. As I mentioned, that threshold is much higher with the standard deductions in the new tax law, the 24,400 for married people and 12,200 for single. So it's a considerably greater threshold. But they give you an idea of the difference. The in 2014 and also going back to 2017, the standard deduction was basically about half the current level. So that's a huge difference. The next lecture we'll continue talking about itemized deductions.